Hello, what's going on, everybody? Today I am finally back. I've I don't have any excuses. I suck. Uh, that's really about it. But today I want to go over some things because the NFL season's right around the corner. I do plan on working a little bit harder on these videos, hopefully getting them out. I keep saying I'm going to keep getting them out, and I just don't. So that part's kind of frustrating because it's on me, only me. But quickly, man, I think if you haven't been here, my name's Cody. If you'd like to follow, if you'd like to like, you'd like to comment, you'd like to subscribe, I'd love to have you. If you don't, I completely understand. So I'm very inconsistent and everything like that. I got to get that figured out. But either way, let's dive right into what I want to do today. Today, I want to quickly look over the Tennessee Titans roster. We'll quickly talk about the Micah Parsons trade, and then we'll talk about the college football games that happened just yesterday, because a lot of those were pretty interesting as well. Let me make sure my phone's off, just in case, or at least it's on vibrate. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead with Brandon Allen. Brandon Allen, quarterback, number 10. He looked pretty good in the preseason. I just, I think I would like a little bit more help when it comes to the backup quarterback position, but Brandon Allen looked pretty good in the preseason. There were a couple things I didn't exactly love, but overall he played decent enough football. I completely get why we keep him. Um, it's better than Tim Boyle, so very thankful for that. Jalen Armour Davis, cornerback from Alabama, got 4 years of experience. Doesn't have a number yet, so I don't know if he completely made the team or not. I just am kind of going off what the NFL thinks. They need help in the secondary for sure, especially with the inconsistency of L'Jarius Sneed last year. Yeah, I have no idea. Um, I don't remember him completely too well. I saw some play, but obviously not enough to really know him too well. All right, next up, Alec A.O. Manor, wide receiver from Stanford. I'm very impressed with Manor. I think Manor is going to end up being probably the number 2 receiver this year behind Calvin Ridley. As much as I like Tyler Lockett, I think that we're going to have a couple years before he really takes off and does that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm going to take Alec Manor. I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do for us. Daryl Baker, cornerback from Georgia Southern, actually. Daryl Baker is a pretty solid depth piece, and I think that that's probably why he's there. I don't know if he'll really be a starter. I think it'll probably be like Brownlee, Sneed, McCreary as your like main 3. But Daryl Baker definitely will put his spots on the field, and he'll do things, and I think he'll be pretty great. Cody Barton, I'm really happy to see Cody Barton on the Tennessee Titans. He was a great player for the Denver Broncos. I'm super excited to see what he does over here in Tennessee. I think he's going to be that leader of the team that we need. As they did announce some captains, I'll go over those right after we get done with the 53-man roster before I forget to announce that. But yeah, I love the Cody Barton pickup. Mike Brown, he's been a solid backup for a long time, and I think with Kevin Winston and Amani Hooker, I would assume that might end up being our 1-2 punch. Xavier Woods will probably be doing a little bit of stuff in between. I really like Mike Brown as a backup. It really doesn't hurt, and I really like to see what he's doing. Jarvis Brownlee, this is his 3rd year of experience from Louisville. I think that he's going to be taking a little bit more of a role this year, and I am really excited to see that for him. I think he can make some really good plays, and I think he will make some really solid plays. I just hope that our secondary is able to kind of hold up, as the defense did not look phenomenal in the preseason. We talked about that a little bit. There's a couple things that I would like to see from them at that point. Julius Chestnut, the running back. I'm so happy. Sacred Heart University. Let's go. Hopefully he knows JD. That's a Scrubs reference if anyone doesn't know. I'm really happy to see Julius Chestnut. Kind of surprised to see him if he made the team. I might have to double check on that one. Maybe we'll do a discount double check, but that sounds right. Let's go ahead and count, right? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go ahead and assume that he made the team. I'm not going to keep counting. But either way, Julius Chestnut played pretty well in the preseason, so super happy to see him there. Morgan Cox, he's been a long snapper for a long time. Really happy that we kept him. We got a couple of guys that I don't think are going to be a surprise to anybody. Oh, actually, Brandon Crenshaw Dixon, if you're not too aware of he is a rookie from Florida. Probably going to be a tackle because he's 316, so probably going to play tackle, or he's going to be kind of a guard kind of piece. Titans have been really tough on the offensive line for years, so I'm super happy to see him there. I think things are going to be great. Lloyd Cushenberry, that one's not going to be a surprise whatsoever, and Quandre Diggs as well. Now, two guys that I'm definitely excited to see this year. We're going to have Chimere Dike, the wide receiver from Florida. I expect him to be kind of more of a return man and maybe a slot kind of guy. I don't know if he's going to be the kind of guy that you see as like a number two. I think he'd be like a number three, if anything. But Tyler Lockett will probably fill that role because I really do see Alec being the guy that gets like the number two reps and Calvin on the other side of him. Cedric Gray, phenomenal preseason. He looked really, really good. I think I think he's gonna show up and show out this year. I really do. I think last year was his rookie year, so maybe that's what they're going off the experience. But yeah, I think Cedric Gray is going to be a really good football player. I'm really excited to see him back for sure because he looked really good in the preseason. So hopefully that carries over because Cedric Gray was playing like the rent was due, man, and I hope he keeps that up. Blake Hance, offensive lineman. He's not expected to be one of the starters. The starters are expected to be Dan Moore, Skoronsky, Cushenberry, Zeitler, and Latham. Hold up. I'm not even going to edit that out. It happens, right? Um, but yeah, I'd like to see Blake Hance. I think that we need a little bit more depth, so I'm definitely happy to see that. Jalen Harrell, the linebacker. Again, I think that he's just got to be a second year. I know I have a pimple that I'm messing with. He's a guy that I do see being more of an outside linebacker kind of guy, maybe filling that Harold Landry role now since you got Oladeo and you have Sebastian Joseph Day on the D line. I think that he is to take over that kind of like mid linebacker area since Cody Barton and Cedric Gray, I would expect to be our 1-2 punch at the mic. I think Jalen Harrell, you'll see him play a lot of football. I really do. Marcus Harris, corner. Yeah, I'm not surprised about him at all. I think that he can do a little bit of everything, but I think he'll do mostly the corner kind of thing. And Marcus Harris is a good football player, so I'm super excited to see what he's going to do. Johnny Hecker, the punter, he looked pretty solid in the preseason. Obviously, uh, he's a punter, so we don't talk too much about him, but he knows what he's doing. I think he will be all right. Gunnar Helm looked pretty solid during the preseason as well. Uh, it's pretty obvious it's going to be Chig Okonkwo as the starter, but I think Gunnar Helm is pretty much kind of like far and away proven that he's going to be the backup. So yeah, I like it. I like seeing Gunnar Helm. He looks really, really good. And hopefully, again, it's just preseason, so hopefully these guys do pan out. Amani Hooker, not a surprise. Sebastian Joseph Day, we quickly talked about him. Arden Key, another one that's not a surprise. Draymond Jones is one that I think will be a pass rusher pretty well for us. And yeah, I just there's no surprise there on Draymond Jones for me. I figured he would make the roster. Van Jefferson after week 2, who I did not want him to make the roster, but then he kind of made up for it week 3. So hey, maybe they just finally got some chemistry together, and that's all they needed to do. J.C. Latham, he's back, going to be playing right tackle this year, his old position. So hopefully that works out for him. Tyler Lockett, good player, really good player. Been in the league for a long time at this point. Kalel Molling's another rookie who I really liked in the preseason. Oladejo, I hope he can figure out how to get some pressures. He didn't really impress me too much. Tony Pollard, we know he's going to be there. I don't. Calvin Ridley, number 0. We know that he's going to be the main receiver. We talked about that. Big Jeff, we know that he's the big dog. He's going to come in. He's going to get to that quarterback. Hopefully, help us stop the run. That's what I'm hoping for from Big Jeff. Peter Skoronsky, happy to see him back. Also excited for Jackson Slater. I think Jackson Slater is going to be a really good guard in the league. Joey Sly looks really good in preseason. Boy hit a 63-yarder. Let's go. L'Jarius Sneed and Tavondre Sweat. Two guys that I absolutely expected to make the team. I didn't think those were any crazy ones. Shy Tuttle. Now, he just recently got signed. That's a big one for us. I think that he's going to be a really big problem for the team. He's going to be getting into that backfield, and I'm really excited to see it. I really love Shy Tuttle, so really, really hyped to see what happens there. Udo, he looks pretty good, so I'm okay with him being on the team. There's no complaints from me whatsoever for him. Cam Ward, I know, shocker, he's going to be the week 1 starter. I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, let's go. Jihad Ward from Illinois. Oh yeah, he was another guy that got signed off. So hopefully we'll see him on the field as well. He's been a pretty good player in the league. I was kind of surprised to see him cut, but hey, I guess that's just kind of how it goes, right? Xavier Woods, I expect him to be a starting safety for us as Kevin Winston kind of grows into a role. But I do see Kevin Winston kind of being that guy that takes over for that. Kevin Zeitler, not a surprise at all for us. Is there any other names that I did not cover? Okay, as I cut all that, let's quickly talk about yesterday, right? What a crazy day, right? Micah Parsons traded to the Green Bay Packers for Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks. That is insane to me. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I don't understand why you trade Micah Parsons to a rival. I can completely understand, right, if it's just like you guys were arguing, you guys were fighting, but to a rival. I know they're not technically a division rival, but they are in-conference rival. You guys completely battle every single time. Playoffs, the Packers just absolutely smacked you around. I just don't know what the thinking is. I don't know why these kind of things happen. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me personally. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. That's just absolutely crazy to me. I think Micah Parsons is one of the best linebackers in the league, and you just kind of cut and you just kind of traded him away for hopefully Kenny Clark, that hopefully turns out to be really good. I don't know what you're thinking there if you're Jerry Jones. I don't think he was thinking. It's really the key there, but yeah, what a crazy trade, right? Things got off crazy to the start, right? We'll try to do predictions videos and have that one done Wednesday. Yeah, we'll try to get that done Wednesday. And then, because Thursday is the start of the NFL season, I might try to do one more team this week. We'll kind of get over that. But the last thing I really want to talk about was yesterday. College football was pretty much officially back, even though we got a little couple games Saturday. Boise State got beat down by South Florida, taking the 25 team in the country, already out of the action. Rutgers played a really close game with Ohio, so that was kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Rutgers football this year. Big Ten teams didn't exactly look too crazy yesterday. As Nebraska, I know they only won by a field goal. Obviously, Dylan Raiola is the guy to look for there. Wisconsin beat Miami of Ohio, but I don't think that was like anything bone crazy. Wyoming got a win over Akron. University of Louisiana Monroe won. Shout out to Delaware as they are officially in the. Do they call it the BCS or is it just FBS? It might be the FBS, but they got themselves a victory there as they are in the Conference USA now. So shout out to them beating Delaware State. UCF, they ended up beating Jacksonville State. Nothing crazy there. I figured Jacksonville State would take some things down because they just lost their coach, so it's kind of hard to predict those kind of things. NC State beat East Carolina. Yeah, those kind of things are kind of crazy. No, there's a game on tonight with the number 12 team in the country. Illinois will be at home to the Western Illinois. I actually live in this area. Illinois should beat them bad, like really, really bad. And yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Auburn and Baylor is going to be a really good game. You guys should definitely check that one out if you watch this. Watch Georgia Tech and Colorado. I'm going to have to watch that one because prime time, but still, that should be a good one. Let's get ready for tomorrow, though. We're back. We're back. College football is officially really back. Not just Iowa State and Kansas State, but we have Texas at Ohio State, Syracuse at Tennessee. Indiana, they're going to be playing Old Dominion. Penn State versus Nevada. Georgia versus Marshall. Alabama and Florida State should be a really fun game. Iowa State at home to South Dakota. Oregon at home to Montana State. Oklahoma against Illinois State. Like, we're finally back. Obviously, the big one is probably going to be that first one that we talked about. I know LSU and Clemson is also tomorrow, so that also has some pretty good things to talk about there. There. Who was the other one? Miami and Notre Dame is also this weekend, so definitely check that one out as well. Bill Belichick's debut will be Monday against TCU. South Carolina will be playing Virginia Tech. So, hey, a lot of fun college football coming up. Make sure to check it out. I'm happy to see you guys back. Hopefully, we will get things back under control. I will get some more videos out for you. I'm so sorry that I've been away. I need to get things figured out in my personal life and keep making videos because I really do love doing this. Really do love talking to you all, and you guys make my day every single time you watch these videos or comment and tell me that I suck. Anything, either way, thank you so very much if you do watch these. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more, I'll keep trying to get to work. I promise. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see y'all on the next video.